Good morning, my dear students. Yesterday, we learned the poem Friendly Fauna. In today's class, I am going to discuss the question answer from the poem Friendly Fauna.
Welcome to Australia. You must come and meet our cuddly native animals, timorous and sweet. This vast and wondrous country where creatures rare abound. Oops! Did it bite you? That black snake on the ground. I really should have warned you to take care how you tread, for twine around your other food. I see a copperhead. What pretty colored berries! Ah, nature great provider. Sorry, my mistake. Do not eat that red back spider. Yes, of course you may paddle. You may certainly go in, but I wouldn't get too pally with the sinister black fin. You have changed your mind. You would rather have a safe and gentle stall among the sparkling red pools. Get your hand out of that hole. Phew! A blue ringed octopus was lurking by the rock, and by the way, a funnel web is crawling up your sock. What? You want to leave already? When there is a bushland still to see, with charming little animals, as shy as they can be. There is one now, but watch it. Oh dear, I should have said, Daisy devils can turn nasty if you pat them on the head. It is shame you have lost your fingers. Yes, I guess you do feel weak, but I still haven't shown you the bunyip in the creek. Friendly Fauna. Textbook page number 40. Reading comprehension. A. Read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. Question 1. I really should have warned you to take care how you tread. I really should have warned you to take care how you tread. Who is the speaker of these lines? The poet or narrator is the speaker of these lines. I hope you know the poet of this poem, Friendly Fauna, Robin McMacLean. 1b. Why should the listener be careful while walking? The listener should be careful while walking because one may be bitten by a black snake. Actually, in this poem, we come across two kinds of snakes in two situations in the same second stanza, that is, a black snake and a copperhead. But as per the content of the question asked, that is, the listener should be careful while walking. Hence, the answer is a black snake only. I read the answer again. The listener should be careful while walking because one may be bitten by a black snake. 1c. What else lies on the ground? A large poisonous snake in the shades of copper or reddish brown lies on the ground. If you have forgotten any of the concepts, I kindly advise you to go through the two YouTube links of this poem, Friendly Fauna, class 1 and 2, so that it will be very easy to understand, memorize and recall these answers in exams. Else, we will surely confuse with the answers. So, the answer to the question asked is a large poisonous snake in the shades of copper or reddish brown lies on the ground. We have already learned in my class that Australia inhabits various charming as well as poisonous animals. I say this because black snake and a copperhead are examples of poisonous snakes. So, one must be careful in trekking into the forest. Second one, among these sparkling rock pools, get your hand out of that hole. Among these sparkling rock pools, get your hand out of that hole. 2a. What is in the hole? Describe it. There was a octopus in the hole. It was blue ringed and lurking by the rock. As we discussed in our class, near the pool, that is water body, there were rocks with holes, and in one such hole there was a blue ringed octopus hiding ambush on someone or something. It was ready to attack. These blue ringed octopuses are one of the most venomous marine animals. My dear students, in this poem we are not only learning the wonderful beasts of Australia, but also must be aware of those harmful, ferocious and poisonous creatures. It is not only animals, even in your life. If something or someone seems dangerous, you must maintain social distance from them. Am I right, guys? 2b. Which other animal is around? The other animal was a funnel web. Funnel web spiders are called so because they produce web in the form of a funnel. That is the specialty or significance. 2c. How does the listener respond? The listener responds by wishing to live. The listeners of the poem are none other than you. I know very well that you, my dear pupils, mostly are courageous. You are never ready to live. But as per the poet sings the song in such a way that the listener lives. This is a technical way of ending a poem, like how in some movies at the end, after climax scenes, the director tries to show something that provokes us to wait for the next episode. In that manner, the poet ends the poem by saying about a mythical creature, Bunyip, found in the creek, that is, in smaller water bodies. B. Answer these questions. First one, how does the poet describe the native animals of Australia in the opening lines of the poem? The native animals of Australia are cuddly, sweet, rare, and quite timid by nature. My dear students, how many of you gone through this poem? That is, reading the poem at least twice and meditating. If you meditate on the concepts of the poem, you can imagine the poem as if you are in the forest in Australia. If you meditate on the concepts of this poem, you can also gain more ideas than what I said in my previous classes. Right. Let me read the answer again. Keenly note down. The native animals of Australia are cuddly, sweet, rare, and quite timid by nature. We come across the following words in our poem that describes the native animals of Australia. That is, the animals are described as cuddly, which means soft and pleasant, sweet, rare, as you can see certain special species which are not found in most other nations, and quite timorous or timid. That is, these animals are easily frightened. Again I repeat, the animals are described as cuddly, sweet, rare, timorous or timid. Even though we express these animals as charming, sweet, timorous, etc., at the same time these animals are also dangerous and venomous. So again I say, we must trek into this forest very carefully with consciousness and awareness. Second one, which line in the poem tells us that Australia is a big and a beautiful land? This vast and wondrous country, this line tells us that Australia is a big and a beautiful country. Yes, even though Australia is an island continent, it is not only a big and beautiful country, but also a country of more natural habitats with special kind of protective measures for all wildlife. I wish to say here that whenever or wherever a nation taking measures to protect their forest and wildlife, the country cherishes, prospers. So we must take measures even to develop our nation by protecting nature, environment and wildlife. Will you do this for our nation? Third one, what kind of snakes is one likely to come across in this land? One is likely to come across black snakes and a large poisonous snakes in shades of copper or reddish brown. As we discussed above in some other answer, even though there are many poisonous snakes in Australia, we come across only these two snakes in our poem. Fourth one, why is it necessary to be cautious in tasting the delicious berries? One must be careful in tasting the delicious berries because they can sometimes be redback spiders. Redback spiders are also known as Australian black widow. They are highly venomous spider. Based on the color of their exoskeleton, which appears like pretty colored berries at a glance, the poet wants us to be cautious. Why is it not safe to take a leisurely stroll among the rock pools? It is not safe to take a leisurely stroll among the rocks because you may suddenly come across a blue-ringed octopus or a funnel web which can crawl up your socks. Yes, in those rock pools there may be blue-ringed octopus which camouflage themselves and may hurt us. Similarly, in those rock pools there may be a funnel web spiders which are also poisonous in nature. Sixth one, are all the animals in the bushland charming to see? Give reasons. All the animals in the bushland are not charming because some of them can be very dangerous. Yes, my dear students, as we learned in the poem, there are some animals like Tassie devils, also known as Tasmanian devil, which are, even though charming, will be ferocious when disturbed and might hurt us immediately. So we must be careful with those kind of animals. Seventh one, what does a Tassie devil do when one pats it on its head? Tassie devils can become nasty if they are patted on the head. Actually, Tassie devils, also known as Tasmanian devils, even though are charming, when tapped on head, that is disturbed by any means, will become angry, ferocious, nasty and start to harm or hurt us immediately. Describe the landscape of Australia as given in the poem. The landscape of Australia is vast and wonderful with many native animals that are cuddly and sweet, but there are black snakes, copperheads, redback spiders that can be mistaken for pretty berries. The pools look lovely, but one has to be cautious of the blue-ringed octopus and the funnel web, which may come upon you suddenly. The bushland, though charming, above with Tassie devils that can turn nasty, and one can see the bunyip in the creek. Apart from what has been described in the poem, there are lots more to describe and to explore in Australia.
Boys, have you completed the yesterday assignment? Today's assignment, write the appreciation answer, short answer and paragraph answer. Textbook page number 40, A. read this sentence and answer the question that follow. B. Answer these questions. C. Think and answer. Boys, already answer is sent to the school WhatsApp group. Copy the answer. Write neatly. Thank you. God bless you.